Konnichiwa.
Right on schedule.
What's up, Bandidos? Tux has your back with this Division 2 one-shot chain killer build, but it's a 1.8 million armored tank with crazy amounts of bonus armor on top. Hit like right now and comment the Mexican down below. Let's go. The assistant could not sleep, his heart in aching pain. The day was upon him when the gunsmith would present his gift to the nobleman and his son. The nobleman's son was a notoriously vicious soldier, worldly and wicked. For him, his father demanded something more beautiful, more perfect than he had ever laid eyes on before. But nothing, no words or description could have given justice to it, or had prepared them for the gun's flawless grace. It did not work. The nobleman took it as a bad omen. The curse had rendered it useless in unworthy hands. The nobleman was insulted by the ineptness. Angry with the poor gunsmith, they argued. When the nobleman's son realized that her heart belonged to that poor, simple assistant, a man far less than he was furious in anger. He could not have that. The assistant, realizing that even if the gun shall work, she would certainly die next, he begged his love to withdraw and accept her fate. Some say you could actually hear her heart break. She fearlessly surrendered her bitter spirit into purgatory. The pistol contains her damned soul. This build feels like you're running 2 exotic weapons. I wish we could do that, and this is about as close as it's going to get. It's a pistol as a primary build, centered on the Regulus. Getting a headshot kill with this creates an explosion, capable of wiping out entire groups. You can only get this from the Iron Horse raid, and if you need help with that, Tux's Discord is the place to be. If you don't have it, you can still make this build. I recommend the Police Magnum with DH chest and 1.5 million armor. Here's something interesting. Not many people realize the TAC-50 is stronger than the Nemesis. On this 1.8 million armor build, fully buffed, the TAC-50 hits at 38.5 million. The Nemesis hits at only 31.4 million. If you dig deeper, you will find that the TAC-50 has a higher base weapon damage and quite a bit more headshot damage than the Nemesis does. It doesn't matter what build you have equipped, the TAC-50 will always have better stats, which is why it's not too hard to believe it hits so much harder than the Nemesis. This matters because we're running 4 pieces of the tip of the spear gear set, making this a TAC-50 Regulus combo, which is more powerful than if we ran double exotics, Nemesis, and Regulus combo. Plus, the TAC-50 is way easier to use. Tip of Spear gives us 10% more signature weapon damage, 10% more weapon damage, plus another 20% more weapon damage for 60 seconds just by hitting the target with the special weapon. This means the special weapon buffs itself, and you will have even more damage on the second shot than you did on the first one. I say Headhunter builds are overpowered. This is proof. We can add all this defense and still chain kill, and we're shieldless, of course, which is the best way to play. Every piece will look the same: armor, headshot damage, and a protection from elites mod. Protection from elites allows us to stay out of cover longer and make our bonus armor last longer too. Collateral Damage is a merciless build that is 3 times more merciless. I made it in the build lab on Twitch, where all my builds are made and tested live with the community in unedited gameplay. Shout out to all the banditos in Tux's Players Club for supporting the channel and the Division 2 community in all the ways that you do. To say thank you, I create extra builds like this one for Tux's Players Club as member perks. You can find all of your member perks in this playlist at the top of my channel homepage. Make sure your notifications are turned on too. If you're not part of Tux's Players Club, it's time you join this strong, positive community. Link here in the corner and in the description area below. The Chestus Walker with armor and protection from elites. This talent and the high base weapon damage of our weapons is what is allowing us to chain kill even though we have so much defense. We must have at least 150% headshot damage to get the most out of it. The backpack is the Memento. Listen, I chose this because we're a tank and taking lots of damage. The tip of the spear buffs and 30% damage from the trophy stacks don't get disabled by taking damage, unlike Vigilance. Also, this backpack gives a 60% bonus armor per trophy with 3% armor regen and a skill tier with buffs. All of that makes it way better than just Bloodsucker. If you don't have this backpack, use Providence, DH, or Bellstone backpacks with Bloodsucker. I recommend some form of regen or armor on kill. Also, if you're going to be playing in a group, you're probably going to need to scale down the armor. I recommend removing 1 armor tier for every group member you add. Let me explain the mechanics. To kick off the party, you need to start with the TAC-50. This will fully buff Headhunter to max. The TAC-50 is strongest on the second shot, and if Tip of Spear is not active on the first shot, it will take 2 hits to bring down an elite enemy. If the Tip of Spear is active, 1 round will take down the elite. After that, you are chain killing and can stash away your TAC-50. You only need to use it once every 60 seconds to keep Tip of Spear proc, ensuring you're getting the greatest damage output. Using it this way, ammo is never really an issue. Tip of the Spear gives you 1 round every minute, even out of combat, and the enemy drops a lot of ammo too. If you lose your Headhunter buff because you duff a shot, you can skip to full buff by getting only 1 kill with the TAC-50, which is always easy to do, and you're back in business. Because of this mechanic and the strength of the weapon combo, you are able to put on full armor and still chain kill. That means each Memento trophy is giving you almost 1.1 million in bonus armor, and the protection from elites helps it stay up longer, which is why I am always able to gain insane levels of armor. Banditos, the Merciless is 3 times more merciless with this build. If you like the boom boom, watch this video next.
Flow